Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, untimely death of man under investigation in Greenland, AG says. The New Hampshire Attorney General and the State Police Major Crime Unit and Greenland Police are investigating the untimely death of a man in Greenland. The investigation is focused at a home on Route 33 in Greenland. Police were called to the home after 2 a.m. Monday. The Major Crime Unit was at the scene Monday morning gathering evidence. Officials said they don't believe there is any threat to the public. This is a developing story. Stay tuned for updates. Patriots fan faces charges for defusing player with beer banned from Gillette Stadium. And let's take a listen to the video from a press conference from Foxborough Police.
Confronted with divorce? Contact Cervisi and Associates. I've been protecting consumers for years, and so has the Cervisi team. They have a proven track record.
Susan, we are passionate advocates, and we protect our clients' legal rights during a divorce.
Sure. So the police learned of this incident by working security at the event. We were unable at the time to identify the person responsible for this behavior, but as a result of a cooperative investigation between our team and members of the Gillette team, we were able to identify this person as a 21-year-old man from Mansfield who will be summoned to court for 2 charges, disorderly conduct and for throwing an object at a sporting event.
Can you tell us how you were able to identify who the person was, what some of the investigative tools were that you used?
Sure. So it's fairly typical. This relatively minor criminal conduct, obviously, that we deal with quite a lot in this community, and we do a variety of things. We look at videotape that's available to us. We talk to people that were in the immediate area, and as a result of those kinds of investigative techniques, we were able to identify this person and have a conversation with him.
Who first raised the issue that this should be pursued, and how aggressive is that?
Well, I mean, that's what we're there for. We're present at every event to try and police the criminal conduct of a very small minority of people. You know, I think we had 14 custodies at this event with 65,000 people. I think it's a demonstration of how successful both the stadium and the police are at minimizing this kind of disruptive fan behavior. So our people were in the immediate area, became aware of the conduct, and we pursued it the same way we would every incident of criminal conduct like this.
So police observed it and acted on it, or somebody complained to the police that
No.
the Kansas City Chiefs complained?
No. This was a case of the police and the security working collaboratively like we do, becoming aware that an incident had occurred. At the time, we were not able to identify the person, and the people in the immediate area were not immediately willing to help us in that regard, which is why we pursued it and continued to conduct an investigation.
Have you been in contact at all with...
Okay, and there you go on some of that press conference. Again, a New England Patriots fan threw a beer on Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill during Sunday's game, faces charges and will be banned from all future events at Gillette Stadium. A 21-year-old Mansfield resident faces charges of disorderly conduct and throwing an object at a sporting event, Foxborough Police said. The fan, who was not identified will be summoned to Wortham District Court at a later date. Suspicious letter sent to home of Senator Susan Collins in Bangor. Let's take a listen to the press conference earlier today.
It's time to make your camping dreams come true. At Lee's Family Trailer Sales and Service, we have the...
You will take a couple, throw them up, yeah, answer what you can.
All right. At approximately 1:39 p.m. today, we responded to a residence on West Broadway here in Bangor for a report of a suspicious envelope that had been delivered at some point prior to that. As that investigation moved forward, we utilized the help from our local fire department and a local hazmat team from the city of Orono, Maine. Our criminal investigation division is currently on scene and they are actively working this case. And currently we have no information that would suggest the public at large is in any danger whatsoever.
The residence, this was Susan Collins' private residence?
That's correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about the letter that was received? Any details at all?
I cannot.
Who was home at the time?
I don't have the answer to that.
And do you know if Senator Susan Collins has been made aware of this, I'm guessing, and is either away or...
I'm not certain, but I believe the senator has been made aware.
Okay, and there you go on some of that press conference. Again, a suspicious letter was sent to a Bangor home of Senator Susan Collins Monday afternoon. Police said they responded to the home on West Broadway at 1:40 p.m. to investigate the suspicious letter. A heavy police presence was reported outside of Collins' home. Police said the fire department and hazmat team from Oron were involved in the investigation. Officials said Collins was not home. Police would not say what the contents of the letter were, but said it was being analyzed. Police said there is no reason to believe the public is in any danger. Bangor Police and U.S. Capitol Police will release new information as it becomes available. And let's take a look at your U.S. stock market right now and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Monday evening. And here's a look at your U.S. stock market right now. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the green and went up. U.S. 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Stocks fell, led by tech as Wall Street fails to bounce back from last week's rout. A decline in tech shares pushed the major indexes lower on Monday as Wall Street tried to regain its footing after last week's sharp losses. Number of missing in city hard hit by Michael drops dramatically. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Wait, one sec. Whoa.
President Donald Trump praised first responders as he touched down in an area ravaged by Hurricane Michael.
We are doing more than anybody would have ever done, and probably there hasn't been hits like this, certainly not very often.
The president and first lady saw some of the devastation from the Category 4 hurricane, which obliterated entire neighborhoods.
Hard to believe. I've seen pictures, but it's hard to believe.
In an earlier interview with 60 Minutes, Mr. Trump was asked if witnessing natural disasters as commander-in-chief informed his perspective on climate change.
You don't know whether or not that would have happened with or without man.
I was thinking, what if he said, no, I've seen the hurricane situations, I've changed my mind. There really is climate change, and I thought, wow, what an impact. What an impact that would make.
I'm not denying climate change, but it could very well go back.
And with only 3 weeks until the midterm elections, the president has been busy on the campaign trail. Here he is in Montana in July, taking on a potential 2020 Democratic challenger, Elizabeth Warren.
I will give you $1 million to your favorite charity, paid for by Trump, if you take the test and it shows you're an Indian.
And now Warren's released her DNA results.
What do the facts say?
The facts suggest that you absolutely have a Native American ancestor in your pedigree.
When asked about Warren's DNA test, the president said that he hopes she's running for president and that he thinks it will be easy to beat her. On Twitter, Warren asked President Trump to donate $1 million to the National Indigenous Women's Resource Center. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
Okay, and there you go on that video. And also, President Donald Trump and Melania Trump went to tour the damage of Hurricane Michael. And here's some more photos from the damages caused by Hurricane Michael in Mexico Beach, Florida. Look at this photo. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Monday evening, and I'll see you back here later on this evening for a news report. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for more newscasts. Good night, everyone. Bye.